Hey guys, Money with Yumi here, where I talk about anything and everything related to money and how to grow your wealth. In this video, I'm going to react to Prime Minister Lee's brother, Mr. Lee Hsien Yang, selling his resort-style good class bungalow for 16.8 million Singapore dollars. His motivation for selling, I'm going to analyze if this is going to be a good deal, and my take on the whole situation. And spoiler alert, there might be a little expose going on in this video, so you might want to stay till the very end. Now, according to Straits Times, Mr. Lee Hsien Yang and his wife, Mrs. Lee Hsien Yang, have sold a two-story bungalow in the Caldecott Hill Good Class Bungalow area for $13 million and put another nearby bungalow on the market for 16.8 million Singapore dollars. An option to buy one of the bungalows, which sits on a 921.6 square meters or 9,920 square foot site, has been granted to a Singaporean businessman for $13 million or under $1,400 per square foot, sources told the Straits Times. The 16.8 million asking price for the other bungalow translates to around $1,700 per square foot, based on its land area of 918.5 square meters or 9,888 square foot. Well, you usually don't calculate per square foot based on land area, but living space. And for this house, there's about 6,000 square foot worth of living space, so that's about $2,800 per square foot. And I'm not sure why Singapore uses a land size to calculate per square foot, but here in the US, we don't. So here are my thoughts on why they're selling both properties. According to a few articles, they're currently living in a Nassim Road condominium right now, which is a really expensive area. A condo at Nassim Park Residence is about $12 million to $35 million. And mind you, this is for a condominium. It's not even a landed house. And as a Singaporean, you have something called ABSD. This is what I call the Singapore government's way of limiting property ownership to one. They don't like and don't want to encourage people to have more than one property in Singapore so they can keep prices low and affordability high so more people can become homeowners. So if you're buying your second property in Singapore, you would have to pay an ABSD of 12%. And if you're buying your third and subsequent property, your ABSD would be 15%. And for this ABSD, you have to pay it in cash and can't add this towards your mortgage. If I had to pay 12% cash for ABSD to own a second property in Singapore, I would much rather use that cash to buy a property free and clear with no mortgage in another country like in the UK or in the US, and then get that passive income, that monthly cash flow right into my pocket, like 12% gone or 12% towards an investment that brings me some sort of return every single month. Well, to me, like, owning one property in Singapore is more than enough. And guess what? Maybe this couple, they may have similar thoughts, right? Let's take a look at this article. Value of good class bungalow deals may be heading for 10-year high, and many local entrepreneurs have also bought one during this past year. Let's see, Razor's CEO Tommy Leung, Grab founder Anthony Tan, Secret Labs Ian Ang, they're all techies, right? Look at how crazy the prices are for these good class bungalows. Look at that. $128 million, holy crap. 86, 63, 52, 45 million, 43 million, oh my gosh. Property prices in most places around the world have gone up drastically since the start of the Corona pandemic, and likewise in the US, it's been a really competitive market, and I've been trying to find my next investment property, but I keep getting outbid by these corporations and cash buyers that it's almost impossible to buy one right now, and it's getting really frustrating because houses are getting sold way over asking, way over valuation, and it's gone like that at the snap of your fingers. It's gone. Seriously, that's what's happening right now. And I don't see this getting better if inflation keeps on rising. And right now we're in a seller's market, so it's a great time for them to sell their property, take the money out of the property and invest the money somewhere else. And wait, didn't they say that they're gonna leave Singapore though? So what happened? Why are they still in Singapore? Why? Sales of luxury units in prestigious neighborhoods reached a 10-year high in the second quarter, based on a report by Singapore-based property firm Orange T. Prices of new luxury apartments rose 5.2% in the third quarter from a year earlier, according to the report. With Singapore's economy expected to rebound strongly this year, consumers' confidence is likely to pick up further, the report said. This will spur more buying of luxury homes and prices are likely to trend higher in the coming months. And the second question is this a good deal? I personally don't think so. If you look at past transaction prices, a good class bungalow with a land size of 7,560 square foot in the same area was sold for $7.63 million. Now, my best guess is that this is an older property, so some work has to be done. And I might be wrong, but I think this listing is the one that got sold $1.4 million less than the asking price of $9 million. Don't quote me on that because I might be wrong. I don't know if this is the one. Okay? And if you're looking for a good class bungalow, this would have been the better deal. Buy it and then rebuild it to how you want it. Not a bad idea, right? It costs about $400 per square foot to build a landed house in Singapore. So if you're trying to build a 6,000 square foot home, it's going to cost you about $2.5–3 million, which is still a lot cheaper than the resort style home that's being listed at $16.8 million. So would I buy this particular property even if I had the money? No, I wouldn't. Not for this price. I do not like the house number, the layout, or the design of the house. And if you guys are curious what the house number is, it is 14A. Let's take a quick look at Google Maps together. Now look at this. The house in front is number 14, which Straits Times said was sold for $13 million and owned by Mr. Lee Hsien Yang and his wife as well. I'm not 100% sure if he really did own both adjoining properties, number 14 and 14A, so I'll just take Straits Times' word for it. I wonder if he tried to sell both properties together to a developer or an investor who want to make it into a bigger home. That's what I would have done before trying to sell them individually, because having that opportunity to buy two together is going to be hard to come by. You know, if you're superstitious like me when it comes to feng shui, you probably wouldn't want to buy a house with a number 4 in it. It means death in Chinese. 4, 4 sounds similar. And 14 can be pronounced as 14, 14. Do you want to die? And even if you pronounce it as 14, 14, 14, 14, do you want to die together? And in Cantonese, 14 is subse, which means come from die. and maybe that's why they've been experiencing a string of bad luck with whatever is going on in the news lately. So they might be trying to sell this to get rid of the bad juju, right? And reset their fortunes. That could be a possibility too. That is why even if I have the money, I will not buy this house. Get it? Unless I can change the number. But what I like about 14A is that it has more privacy than 14, right? Some distance from the main road. Oh, look at that. I think he's charging his BMW i3 right there. Good on him for converting to an EV car. I'll clap for them, right? Doing their part to save the earth. Aren't you guys cute? And I was looking at other listings on Property Guru, and I would much rather buy this listing at Olive Road and rebuild it. It doesn't have any photos of the actual house, but I can almost guarantee you it's an older house where you have to just demolish and rebuild. So what you're really paying for is for the land itself. Now that we've got everything covered, time for a little expose. I'm not into politics, but there is something I would like to address that I believe no one else has. I haven't read about it in Straits Times or on Channel News Asia or any other news outlet for that matter. So I'm hoping that I don't get sued for mentioning this or talking about this, because there are leaked documents found online and I wasn't the one who leaked them. When I was doing research regarding the property, I stumbled onto something that was personally huge for me and caught me by surprise. And this is what I found. The data is from Paradise Papers. According to the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, ICIJ, Paradise Papers is a major global collaboration that reviews secrets from one of the world's most prestigious offshore law firms, a specialized trust company, and 19 company registries in secret jurisdictions. The documents contain personal financial information about wealthy individuals and public officials that had been previously kept private. Here's one I'm confused. Singapore is known as a tax haven, so what is the reason behind setting up a company in the Cayman Island? And it was closed within 2 months. Why? Was it to move money, to hide money? Now my interest is piqued, to say the least. For their names to pop up in this database is making me feel super sketchy. His company, Caldecott Inc. is connected to 5 offices. Mr. Lee Hsien Yang is one, his wife Lee Hsien Yang is one. So who are the other three? And if you guys want to know, I do want to point out that our PM is clean because his name is not on the list, so we can trust him in. And our finance minister, Mr. Lawrence Wong, is not on the list either. Oh my god, thank god. You know, the last thing we want as Singaporeans is to see our politicians' names on that list. And that's going to be a nightmare. Okay, don't judge, right? What do you think? I wouldn't search the database for names I know? You gotta be kidding me. Because I'm sure some of you guys watching this are going to do the same. You guys are going to go on that website and search the database for people you know. Well, good luck, have fun. And you know who else is on this list? Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth too. So why would anyone open a bank account or a business in the Cayman Islands? Well, the Cayman Islands are one of the most well-known tax havens in the world. Unlike most countries, the Caymans don't have a corporate tax, making it an ideal place for multinational corporations to base subsidiary entities to shield some or all of their incomes from taxation. In addition to having no corporate tax, the Cayman Islands impose no direct taxes whatsoever on residents. They have no income tax, no property taxes, no capital gains taxes, no payroll taxes, and no withholding tax. They are therefore considered tax neutral. And it's not illegal to set up a company in the Cayman Islands, especially as private individuals or companies, but definitely not as dirty, corrupted politicians funneling and hiding money like many of the powerful people on the list. Many businesses do it, including Singaporean companies. It's just sketchy that this well-known Singaporean couple set up a company in the Cayman Islands only to close it after 2 months. Like, why? And remember, while their family member is a politician and one of their family was a politician, rest in peace, they themselves are not. Well, he tried, but he failed, right? So I don't think that counts, does it? And since we're talking about Cayman Islands, it's kind of like when you're buying into Alibaba on the New York Stock Exchange. You're not buying a piece of the company in China, but a piece of the withholding company in the Cayman Islands. And this is one of the main reasons why a lot of US investors refuse to buy Chinese stocks like Alibaba or Tencent, because you don't actually own the company. So my dear fellow Singapore citizens, don't you want to know what's going on? If you are as curious as me, please make sure you share this video so more people can know about it, and maybe someone watching this video would have enough resources to start an investigation and find out what the hell is going on, because I'm itching to know. And to sum it up, it is a good time to sell real estate right now, especially when there are articles like this saying that real estate in Singapore is no longer the best retirement investment, which I have to agree, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, if you're buying a good class bungalow, you're probably making at least 6 figures a month minimum and know of ways to generate more money. So if you can afford a good class bungalow, then by all means, go ahead, buy it for the fame, the glory, whatever. Most good class bungalows are owner occupied rather than being a rental property, because if you're buying a good class bungalow just to rent it out, that's just plain stupid. Okay, let me show you a quick example. A good class bungalow in Cluny Park is renting for $30,000 a month. Well, this may seem like a lot if the owner bought it for $30 million, which I personally think they probably paid more than the $30 million. It's only a 0.1% return on their money. Terrible returns. Anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you guys felt entertained by this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Leave me a comment down below what you guys think about why their names got leaked to Paradise Papers, what it means, and would you buy this good class bungalow? I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to destroy the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell icon so you get notified whenever I post these awesome videos. And feel free to follow me on my Instagram. It is the only active social media platform that I am on other than YouTube and Facebook. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you again next time. Peace, guys. Do not sue me.